By definition, Minsky's burlesque is the brand of American burlesque presented by the four sons of Louis and Ethel Minsky: Abraham, Michael, Herbert, and Morton. They started in 1912 and ended in 1937 in New York City. The Minskys' journey into the world of burlesque began, according to Morton Minsky, when their father Louis helped to construct the National Theater, later the National Winter Garden Theater, at 111 East Houston Street. Unfortunately, by 1937, the mayor of New York shut burlesque theaters, banned the word burlesque, and Minskys as a result, which they had become synonymous. They tried to fight against the closures, even reaching the High Court, but to no avail. Fortunately, the ban on burlesque was limited to New York, for now. The shows were considered racy and too sensual, but were actually pretty tame by modern standards. The stripper shows exempt from this, of course. In 1917, burlesque performer Mae Dix absently-mindedly began removing her costume before reaching the wings of the stage. The accident was a roaring success, and Billy Minsky ordered it repeated on a nightly basis. As a result, the Minsky family claimed to have invented the striptease. They'd still be considered chaste in modern times because the burlesque dancers still wore flesh-colored tights, for example. Though many businesses in New York suffered during the Great Depression, the Minskys actually experienced a business boom as the newly unemployed flocked to low-cost entertainments, such as burlesque shows. In addition, the Minskys were able to recruit a stable of ace strippers, including Ann Corio, Georgia Southern, Margie Hart, and the legendary Gypsy Rose Lee, whose act was once described by Billy Minsky as 7 minutes of sheer art. The shows themselves consisted of a variety of acts, including comedians, strippers, legitimate dance acts, and male singers known as tit serenaders, who performed before or during strip acts. If you were lucky enough to be invited backstage at a Minsky's establishment, you would find a scene far removed from the well-oiled machine of the show itself. For one thing, the female dancers, according to Morton Minsky, generally had very little in the way of modesty as a result of their work, and would usually walk around backstage semi-naked without thinking it shameful or odd.